Hey guys, welcome back to Mike's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making some Italian meatballs. So in my bowl I've got some ground pork and I've got some ground beef, which basically it's a pound of each, but I'm doubling up so it may look more. And just so we know, this is my ground beef. Now what I normally do, I separate it off into 500 gram sections, and then basically, so each one of these packets is 500 grams. So these are handy as a burger. You can easily roll her up into a burger. I do the same with my pork. Chicken too. So it just makes life that a lot easier while you do with this type of thing. For weighing things out, measuring out, you don't need to worry too much. I know I've already got the right amount in there. So added to this, I have some onion, finely chopped. We're going to get that in there. We've got breadcrumb. Now these are Italian breadcrumb. You can use regular plain breadcrumb if you wish. Finely grated mozzarella cheese. If there's any big lumps, break them up. And if you notice, I'm just throwing them all in here. Now, white pepper. I normally use black pepper, but I'm having a little bit of a change. That's about 1.5 teaspoons. Onion powder, a good heaped teaspoon, and garlic powder, a good heaped teaspoon. I've got some basil. I'm just going to eyeball that one, but it's about 1 teaspoon or so. If you can get fresh, use fresh. And some oregano. Actually the first one was the oregano, this one's the basil. Again, about 1 teaspoon. If you can get fresh, use fresh. Fine ground sea salt, a minimum of 1 teaspoon. It's looking good there now. And some Italiano herb mix. Want a good 1/2 tablespoon or so. Now I have some eggs here, which I'm going to break now into a separate bowl because I do not want any shell in my mix. I'm working quick here because I want to get this done before I start coughing and sneezing again. We'll just give that a quick mix up. Just with a fork will do. Nice and simple. And we'll just give ourselves a little bit of a pour that in, and we're just going to smush that all together. Hands, just get your hands right in there. Get all of them wet ingredients mixed together. Sometimes, if you want to, you can mix all your dry with your meat first and then add the egg as a binder. But as I say, today, I don't feel like I've got the time. I don't feel like I've got the energy. And I'm making a big batch, so I'm good for the next couple of weeks for meatballs. Just keep mixing and turning. Right, there we go guys. That's well mixed. Beautiful looking mixture there. Let's just move some of these things out of the way, give me myself a bit of space to work. I'm going to move my bowl over. Right, you've got two options here. You can either just pull them out and kind of make them roughly to the size you want, or you can use ice cream scoops. Now traditionally, you know what, I'm just going to replace a glove a minute while I explain. Traditionally, Italian meatballs are a good size. But I like to do them a bit smaller so I can cook them quicker. But the choice is yours. Now I have two types of scoop. I have a large and a small. I'm just checking my camera so I can see what I'm doing. So I have a large and a small meatball here. Or ice cream scoop. Now I like these mechanical ones. Just make sure you get a good quality one because it will break on you if you're doing this type of thing too often. Now I'm going to make smaller ones today. So it's again, you've seen me do this before. Make sure that the cup is filled. We'll take that out. We're just going to roll it up. So we've got a nice size ball. Drop it straight onto a cookie sheet. And we'll just continue with that until we've used up all of our meat mixture. You can if you want. Now some of my onions are a little bit too big. If you take a bit more care. If you want, you can use your blender and whiz up your onions, just pulse it. But we put these a ½ inch apart or so and we'll just fill this whole sheet. I was saying there, you can if you want, before I was interrupting myself, put a little bit of mozzarella cheese inside of these, just a little square, and then you got a nice mozzarella cheese Italian meatball. But doing it this way, we're ensured to get the same size. So, continue on. Right then guys, there we go. So that's the smaller meatball I said I was doing, and we have some larger ones there. So we have 70 of the smaller ones and we have 12 of the larger. So these are going to go in the oven now for 350, at 350 rather, and I'm going to do them for 20 minutes and then I'm going to keep testing just to make sure, because I'm doing two different sizes. Obviously the bigger ones stay in a lot longer, and we'll put these ones on the top. And that's it, we'll set our timer for 20 minutes and we'll come back and have a look. Hey guys, right, there we go, straight out of the oven. Absolutely fantastic there. That's our smaller one. And then we have our larger meatball here. It's absolute beauty. But that's it, we had 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then I added another 5, and we get these beautiful, beautiful meatball. So, what do we do with them now? You can either put them straight into a tomato, any sort of tomato sauce, or you could use a nice white sauce. With these ones, I'm actually going to freeze them. I'm going to let them cool right the way down. We'll freeze them, and I can use them at any point. But I'm planning on a little dish, and I'm going to do an Italian meatball and gnocchi poutine. So if you don't know what a poutine is, check out that on my channel. I have done a poutine in the past, but this one's different. A poutine is normally French fries, gravy, and cheese curds. This one's going to be a little bit different. So watch out for that one, guys. But let me know what you think of my Italian meatball. Love you all, guys. Mike out.